So here I am, living in my car again, homeless once again. But that's life in America. As workers, we take on the most risk and invest the most of our in ourselves just to become economically viable. But it's still a big risk. Like, even you work your ass off, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're really going to make any money, or any like decent like living wage type money. And I mean, you pretty much have to risk everything to be able to do that. But yeah, I mean, I worked like 4 16-hour days along with training and everything else. The company said that they were gonna give me a draw at the beginning and a travel voucher with it, which they didn't, which kind of makes me, kind of distrustful. And then of course they say, oh well, the potential here is great, and there are people there who've made some really good money, or at least they say so. But then again, maybe they're a little bit closer to the boss than I am, and it's not really what it's who you know. And I don't assign territories to people. That's somebody else's job, and I have to work only the houses that I'm assigned. So there could be some engineering of success there. And out of I've already, in just a couple of days, I've already sold like 5 accounts, and 4 of them canceled. Or did they cancel? Because I don't have access to their phone numbers or whatnot, so I don't know. Maybe they're just telling me they canceled. I mean, it could be the situation where they get you in, they get you pumped up, they get you working hard. At the end of the day, you make nothing, and they have some sort of reason or excuse, and just hang in there another day, another week. You still make nothing, or very, very little. And then by the time you figure out, hey, I've been had, I'm at the end of my rope here, it's too late to escape. There's no way out, and there's no nest egg to fall back on, and this and that. So I've got other things I need to accomplish, and I'm not turning down work. I'm just turning down work that isn't paying me, right? So like I said, I really need like a steady job with a steady paycheck that I can count on, that pays a living wage and has benefits. Oh yeah, shoot, I keep forgetting that doesn't exist anymore. That only existed for the baby boomers. That's not for my generation or the millennials. So I mean, I guess the larger point here is that my life is not economically viable. It's not worth living in terms of economics. Like, there's really no way for me to make any kind of money that would get me out of debt, especially not $85,000-$90,000 worth of student loan debt. I have no health insurance. This job doesn't offer that, and my unemployment actually made my income so high that I got kicked off of Medicaid, which I only had for 1 month. And before that I had COBRA, which of course I couldn't afford that. And before that I had a job with healthcare. But of course, with the deductibles and the co-pays and everything, it's not really, insurance isn't worth the paper it's written on anyway. So what am I even talking about? I mean, it's like, if you don't have universal healthcare, you don't have healthcare. I mean, that's just the sad fact about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm living in the car. I'm gonna have to get my second shot of Moderna, and I don't know, that might make me sick for 2 or 3 days, and so I might not be able to work anyway when that happens. And then it can actually make you sick for longer if you have a bad reaction, although that's rare, but who knows. But then I have to wait 2 weeks after that before I can take a shower, because I can't go into a public place without my P100 until I gain immunity, and that's not till 2 weeks after my second shot. So I can't like get a gym membership and take a shower until I get that second shot, until 2 weeks after that second shot. So yeah, so I'm just gonna live in this car with no shower for 2 weeks after I get that second shot, and then maybe there'll be some place I can work for food or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's just subsistence living. I mean, there really is no job that will save me from poverty. And there's really no reason to work or to live in this country, because my expenses will always be greater than my revenue. I'll always have a negative income. So, there's just really no reason. I mean, my best financial option is death. And so really what I can hope for, the best I can hope for is to die soon, I mean, that's my best financial option. I'm starting to feel a little bit of scratchiness here, because like this job kind of forced me to deal with the public and forced me indoors with more people than I was comfortable with. And for much of that time, I actually did wear my P100, but it's just too high of a risk, too little reward, too much work for too little pay. I probably put in a full-time week already with this company, and now I owe them money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Reaganomics, yeah. Capitalism doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. I really see no reason to play this game other than maybe if I want to live, another year or so. But other than that, there's really no reason to even try or to participate. Without universal education, without universal health care, I get sick, I go broke. Student loans will always be with me. So I can never declare bankruptcy on those. And I am going to declare bankruptcy here in, 3 or 4 weeks. I'll probably lose this car in the process. And even though I've paid $20,000 for a $25,000 car, I still owe $20,000 on it. So, yeah, man. And, man, it's just, that's it. Over and out. Down and out. Done for. Larry the Table Guy, signing out.